what we've got here is an item receipt with two serialized items in QuickBooks, and what I did intentionally here actually just to show you how it can even tolerate mistakes by the users is I actually entered for this first receipt where there's quantity 3, I just entered 2 in the case of human error, and then for this one I entered 2 serial numbers right here. So if you go into label connector, what we do is, since receipts have a ton of data, we just sync the last 5 days worth of receipts to make those available for you. We pick up 2 here, so this is the most recent receipt we've got. Okay, so it pulls it into our software with the quantities for those 2 items, quantity 3 and quantity 2. Now I've got the printer shown right here, so I'm just going to go ahead and just let's just bring this down in size a little bit here so you can see both of these screens in action here. But so if I go ahead and just print this receiving label to the printer, it's going to do 3 labels and then 2 labels, and the first label will print those first 2 serial numbers I entered, and then 1 blank missing serial number because I only entered 2 of the 3, and then the second one it'll do the complete 2 serial numbers. So if I go ahead and just print this, so it does these are the serial numbers I put in, and the third one's blank. Then the second item shows both serial numbers are entered and printed on the label. So we had 2 items on this. You saw there was 3 labels with the anchor and 2 with the drill. And again, as I showed you in QuickBooks, those serial numbers were right here, and those are the ones that we saw printing on the label. Right, so let's see if it'll, if I got enough time here. Yeah. Let's go ahead and just complete the entry then of this third serial number on this item. I'll do it a little longer so you can see that that was put in. Save and close. Yes, that's okay. It's just warning me about a couple things there. So I've changed that, so let's just go grab those receiving transactions. Again, we'll just go ahead and just unleash this. Now you should see the third serial number should print there on the printer. There's the first serial number, the second serial number, the third serial number comes out, and then the second item, the drill with the 2 serial numbers prints. So, so we showing you that it not only does the functionality of supporting serial numbers from QuickBooks Receipts, but QuickBooks will let you put less than the full quantity amount, but there's sort of a safety net with that, right? Because you're just going to get a label then without a serial number on it, and then it's going to alert the user, you know. So anyway, that's a quick demo of serial numbering. You would just create a label design in our full designer, you know. So all I did was, just for the demo, I just created a new label in here with just the QuickBooks item on there as the data source. So you can kind of see that I just selected, these are all the data sources we can support for receiving transactions. And then on this one, I just selected the receipt serial number as the data source to use for that field. And we can have any number of different fields that we support for the label. So you can again, we're just demoing one part of the software here, but you can also print labels for purchase orders, sales orders, invoices. To get to the receiving section, you just go here, and that's where you do the receipt labels. Hope that helps give you kind of a glimpse of what it can do for serial numbers. Thanks.